Ay, ay, ay. I thought this was going to be easier. Sorry for the delay. We are going to call the meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. Pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10-4-10, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertising such notice in the Home News Tribune, the Asbury Park Press, the Board Office, the schools, and on Cablevision Channel 118 and Verizon, Fios Channel 24, and by filing such notice with the Township Clerk. This meeting was scheduled for Thursday, May 6, 2021. The Board will meet to officially act upon the adoption of the 2021-2022 school year budget. Mr. Mara?
Thank you, Mr. Carroll. The Old Bridge Township Board of Education acknowledges that the law of this state establishes that members of the public, including members of the board, have the right to record public board meetings using audio or video recording devices, provided that that act of recording does not interfere with the business of this public board meeting. Therefore, the board makes it known that any such recording is to be considered the private recording of the individual and in no manner represents the official record of this board. The board therefore takes no responsibility for such private recording and completely disavows any future use.
Roll call, Mr. Mara?
Ms. Burns,
Here.
Ms. Callie,
Here.
Mr. DePrima,
Here.
Mr. Dunn,
Here.
Ms. Ellis Foster,
Here.
Mr. Giordano,
Mr. Giordano sends his apologies. He won't be able to make the meeting tonight.
Mr. Silikowski,
Here.
Mr. Weber, Mr. Carroll.
Here.
Quorum exists.
Okay. Can we all please rise for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so Mr. Mara. Should we,
Thank you, Ms. Callie. Mr. Carroll, I'm sorry. Would all the board members kindly move to the audience so we can drop the screen so that we can see the presentation? They should sit in the middle. Okay, thank you, Mr. Carroll. Thank you, Mr. Kajewski. Welcome to the public hearing to adopt the 2021 budget for the township, for the Old Bridge Township School District. The outline for tonight's presentation is as follows. Board members and the administrative team will be introduced. Mr. Cittadino and Dr. Holker will discuss student activities, district accomplishments, and district priorities. I will discuss appropriations, revenues, and taxes. Then Mr. Cittadino will do a final summary, and then we will open up the meeting for public comment. So to introduce the board members, I'll just introduce them by name. If they can each stand and turn and wave to the public, that would be fine. So Ms. Jill DeCaro, the president. Ms. Teresa Burns, the vice president. Ms. Jill Cali, board member. Mr. Salvatore DePrima, board member. Mr. Richard Dunn. Ms. Kelly Ellis Foster. And Mr. Matthew Sulikowski. And Mr. Frank Weber. Thank you, board members. The superintendent of schools is Mr. David Cittadino. The assistant superintendent of schools is Dr. Kathleen Hoker, sitting to my right. The second assistant superintendent of schools is Dr. James Toohey, who's in the audience, and my name is Joseph Mara. I'm the business administrator and the board secretary for the district. In addition, manning the presentation tonight is Carolee Johnson, the assistant business administrator, and she's sitting here also. Thank you very much, CJ. So at this point, I will move the presentation to Mr. Cittadino.
At the center of tonight's budget presentation is, of course, the Old Bridge students. Our students take part in multiple activities throughout the district, and this year, a very unprecedented year, while the activities may have been different, the students still thrived. They took place in the classroom, in athletics, and in the arts. Our Old Bridge High School students